I got to thank Andrew James Barr for doing one thing only. Holding on to that thing long enough for us to come back and beat your bitch ass to take it off you. Look, we knew in the finals, whether it was Boatman or Redshaw, we're coming home with a belt. And we've been waiting for this since we lost it the first time. The fluke. And now we get to come take it back. And it's also pretty exciting to think about. Cameron Redshaw is in his first title match. How fucking awesome is that? That is so freaking dope. I'm just fucking loss of words at how excited I am. We're getting our belt back, and we get to beat Barr to do it. How you feeling, Doc?
I'm not quite as confident as you, but I'm very excited to be here. I have to keep reminding myself that I somehow won the 32-person singles tournament, because that idea is still surreal in my mind. And just thinking about that gets me excited. So being here is just kind of the cherry on top to this run. So
Barr, enjoy it while it lasts. It's only going to last another hour. Manners maketh man. Let's play.
Andrew.
Yes. Hello.
Hello, sir. For the context right now, there was some unfortunate timing with traffic. So right now for this promo, I'm not going to be home, but that's okay because you don't need me at home to beat Cameron, who I actually think is a delightful person. So and you're a delightful person. So either way, a delightful person will win, but it's going to be you. Kaleb had some not kind things to say, not delightful things to say, such as I heard the word fluke, and I think fluke can only get used to a certain point, and once someone is defending their titles over and over and over again, I don't think you're allowed to say fluke anymore. So how you feeling after having heard me say all of those kind things about you?
I would like to introduce Kaleb Koho to a dictionary. I know he doesn't read, but it may be time to learn. In your first lesson, the word fluke. I'm excited, actually. Wait, who did you say I was playing?
Cameron Redshaw.
Fuck. Redshaw's a good guy. I don't like beating guys that are like the nicest people. But you know what? He's got a wedding that he has to be planning, and he's spending more time with me than his fiance right now. So maybe his mind's in other places. Redshaw, you're a really nice guy. You're super smart, and I highly respect you. This is going to be a great match. Best of luck to you, but hopefully more luck to me.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Multiplex Movie Warzone. It is Mayhem, and we've got the Warzone singles title on the line. Current champion Andrew James Barr going up against tournament winner Cameron Redshaw. This should be an excellent matchup. On the desk, we have Mr. Cameron Holzman. Holzman, you excited as I am?
Yeah, this is going to be, I think, a great match. Barr has defended the titles twice now, has proved that he deserves to be the champion and proves that he deserves the belt. Redshaw coming off of an absolutely insane tournament run, especially with that last match, one of, I think, the best matches of the season, maybe of all of Warzone history. This is going to be very interesting to watch. Let's do it.
Absolutely. Without further ado, we'll bring in our competitors and get started with round one. Round one, you guys should know the drill. 8 different questions, 8 different categories. You go right, you get a bonus question. Remember, you have 4 repeats and a challenge throughout the entire match. 4 repeats for championship matches. So without further ado, we're going to get started with your first question, which comes in the category of comedy. What comedy is about a death-bound CIA analyst who goes undercover to infiltrate the world of a deadly arms dealer?
I guess I should probably scroll up to round 1 if we're going to be doing this.
Idea. For round 1.
I was at the bottom of round 2 because I was making that wheel, brought to you by wheeldecide.com.
1. Pens down. Let's go to Andrew.
Spy.
And Redshaw.
I said get smart.
Spy is correct.
Right. Your next question comes in the category of scores and soundtracks. Who composed the score for the Scorsese films Gangs of New York, The Aviator, and The Departed? Sorry, I misspoke. The Departed.
The Departed. I can't do a lot tonight.
Who composed the score for The Departed?
Park the car and have it yet.
5. Beat me to it.
I'm
Damn
gonna
it.
go to the bow with your mind.
Hands down. Let's go to Redshaw
I said Howard Shore.
and Bart.
Howard Shore.
Howard Shore is correct. In your third question, category of drama. In Train Spotting, before moving to London, Renton lived in which country?
You know, this movie, I like it now. When I first watched it, it was very disappointing. Because this movie isn't about people just looking at trains.
I wasn't aware of that, actually.
Spoiler.
I expected basically just like a more grown up version of Thomas the Tank Engine.
Pins down. Let's go to Bart
Scotland?
and Redshaw.
I also said Scotland.
Scotland is correct.
Haven't seen that movie.
It being Ewan McGregor. Your next question in the category of actors and actresses. What character has been played by Danny Kaye and Ben Stiller?
I want now Thomas the Tank Engine show where like Percy is just on heroin.
He's not.
Boatman, why do you think Henry is locked in the tunnel?
3, 2, 1. Pins down. Let's go to Bart
Walter Mitty?
and Redshaw.
I also said Walter Mitty.
Walter Mitty is correct. As we get into your fifth question, category of coming of age / teen. How does Neil kill himself in Dead Poet Society?
If the title wasn't already a spoiler that one of the poets would die, surely this question is.
Are they dead though? They're not. I mean, are they poets though? Not dead. 5, 4.
Are they poets? Are they dead? Do we live in a society? Is it Joker?
And down. Let's go to Bart
Was it hanging?
and Redshaw.
I said shoots himself.
Shoots himself is correct. There are no perfect rounds tonight. As we have
Never had one, so what a shock.
All right, your next question in the category of Westerns. Name both people who play the title characters in McCabe and Mrs. Miller. I don't have a lot to say about this.
McCabe, McDonald's, chicken nuggets. 5, 4.
When are we getting McRib and Mrs. Miller?
Repeat the question.
Okay, that is Cameron's first repeat.
Yes, your question once again in Westerns. Name both people who play the title characters in McCabe and Mrs. Miller. Yeah, seriously, when are we bringing back the McRib? I don't know if it's ever actually existed in Canada, but I've heard it's a thing we want back. So when do we get it back?
Do we know? 5, 4,
According to pop culture, yeah.
1. Pens down. Let's go to Redshaw
I said Vanessa Redgrave and Donald Sutherland.
and Bart.
Julie Christie and Warren Beatty.
Julie Christie and Warren Beatty is correct. Then your penultimate question in the category of directors. Who directed Meet John Doe, Lost Horizon, and Lady for a Day?
Boatman, what would you do if you were a lady for a day? And you can't say that you would audition with your band on the eve of your mom's wedding rehearsal, but she's actually your mom.
5,
There's someone backstage who
1.
likes your
Pen
joke.
down, pen down. Let's go to Redshaw
Frank Capra.
and Bart.
Just in time. Frank Capra.
Frank Capra is correct.
So we will get into your final question, which comes in the category of biopics. What real-life person does Charles Dance play in Mank?
Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your aim is true. 5, 4, 3.
I'll take a repeat.
That is your first repeat.
All right, your question once again in the category of biopics. What real-life person does Charles Dance play in Mank? I once went to a summer camp and we played a game where all the leaders were different characters, but their names all ended in the like ank sound. So there was like tank and clank, but then there was also like batmank and stank.
Hands down. Let's go to Bar.
I couldn't remember this guy's name. I know it's Charles Foster Kane, but not the same.
And Redshaw.
William Randolph Hearst.
That's it.
William Randolph Hearst is correct, and we are tied up 6-6
Good pull.
as we get into round two. Round two's gonna work like this. Each competitor is going to continue if they spin, they can keep it. They don't, they can spin again, but then they're stuck with it. They're going to get 5 questions in whatever category they get. They get it right, 2 points, multiple choice, 1 point, or if they get it wrong, other player gets a chance to steal. Hopefully, you want to give us those categories on our wheel today.
Absolutely. Your categories today are Bar's strengths of directed by Mike Nichols and 20th century stage-to-screen musicals. You have Redshaw's strengths of Oscar-nominated Jack Lemmon and stop-motion animation, as well as Oscars, musicals, comic book movies, action-adventure, music, and the 2010s. And there's no spinners in the points choice. Bar the coward.
What? How dare you? Ethan, I say we spin second.
I agree that we spin second. I was muted. Sorry.
We're going to spin second.
Right?
I agree with this consensus that Bar is indeed a coward. Let's spin that shit.
You pulled the same thing.
Did I?
Can we spin the wheel, Holzman?
Oh, yeah, we can do that. I forgot that I'm the one in charge of the wheel today.
Thank you, sir.
You land on Oscar-nominated Jack Lemmon. Would you like to keep that?
I think you probably should take that.
I should probably keep that. Yeah.
So you should probably keep that.
I'll take it.
You got this.
Okay.
And I will give you your questions in the category of Oscar-nominated Jack Lemmon films. First question. In Days of Wine and Roses, what is the first alcoholic beverage that Joe introduces to Kristen?
Brandy Alexander.
That is correct for 2 points. Second question. In Save the Tiger, Harry Stoner is a veteran of what war? Five.
I'll go multiple just to be safe. Even though I don't know.
Multiple choice options are A, World War I, B, World War II, C, Korean War, D, Vietnam War.
World War II.
That is correct for 1 point.
I don't know why I didn't shoot for it.
The third question. What is the name of Irma's dog in Irma la Douce?
Coquette.
That is correct for 2 more points. Your penultimate question. What is the name of the company that is owned by Mitch and Murray in Glengarry Glen Ross? Five, 4.
Yeah, I'll go multiple choice.
Multiple choice options are A, Equitable Estates, B, Luscious Locales, C, Premier Properties, D, Serene Scenes.
C.
That is correct for 1 point. And your final question in Oscar-nominated Jack Lemmon. What character does Timothy Spall play in Hamlet? Five, 4.
Shoot, multiple choice.
Multiple choice options are A, Yorick, B, Horatio, C, Rosencrantz, D, Guildenstern. Five, 4.
I'll take a repeat of the options.
Okay. Our options again are A, Yorick, B, Horatio, C, Rosencrantz, D, Guildenstern.
Am I back?
Yes.
Okay. I will say Rosencrantz.
That is correct for 1 point.
Okay. That was
Oh.
the nightmare.
Redshaw got 7 points in that round, getting the score up to 13. Bar is at 6. As we get into Bar's spin of the wheel.
Is it okay if I leave and come back?
I
Because
would suggest that once I brought the wheel back.
I almost had a heart attack. All right.
Okay, so Bar, this is your spin.
Okay.
All right, Bar, your first spin is away. And it lands on the category of comic book movies. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
Ethan, I think I'm going to spin again.
I agree with that assessment.
We will spin again.
Fandom champion Andrew Barr spinning away from comic book movies. Bold strategy, and it does not pay off.
All right, let's do it.
Comic book movies.
Okay, Holtzman, you will give Bar his questions in the category of comic book films.
Absolutely. Your first question, Andrew Barr. Who appears in both Catwoman and Joker? And I will say we're looking for a performer, not a character.
Okay. I'm going to go multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, Sharon Stone, B, Brett Cullen, C, Francis Conroy, or D, Alex Borstein.
I'll take those options again.
All right, is it A, Sharon Stone, B, Brett Cullen, C, Francis Conroy, or D, Alex Borstein?
5, 4.
Brett
3.
Cullen.
That is incorrect. Red shot for the 1 point steal. Is it A, Sharon Stone, B, Brett Cullen, C, Francis Conroy, or D, Alex Borstein?
Francis Conroy.
That is correct for a 1 point steal. Your second question, Bar. What non-fandom comic book film takes place in the town of Barrow, Alaska?
"30 Days of Night."
That is correct for 2 points. Eric Brooks is the real name of what Marvel character?
Multiple choice.
All right. Is it A, Blade, B, the Punisher, C, Big Daddy, or D, Sabretooth?
Big Daddy.
That is incorrect. Red shot for the 1 point steal. Is it A, Blade, B, the Punisher, C, Big Daddy, or D, Sabretooth?
I'll go with Blade.
And that is correct for 1 point.
My other guess, of course.
Next question. What is the criminal nickname of Samuel L. Jackson's character in The Spirit?
The Octopus.
That is correct for 2 points. And your final question. In how many films has Gwyneth Paltrow played the character of Pepper Potts? And we'll give you a little bit of extra time on this one.
Holy, okay. Let's see here.
Five, 4.
Multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are A5, B6, C7, or D8.
Five.
I'm going to go with 6.
That is incorrect. Red shot for the 1 point steal. Is it A5, B6, C7, or D8?
Might be missing one, but I'll go with 7.
And that would be correct for 1 point. The films, I believe, being the 3 Iron Man films, Avengers 1, Age of Ultron, and Endgame, and Spider-Man Homecoming.
there more questions in the category? That's the last
No,
one?
No, that was the last one.
Okay. Okay, so that ends the round 2. I have Cameron in the lead with 16, Bar at 10. Is that what you have, Holzman?
That is what I have.
Right. 16 to 10 as we get into round 3. Round 3 is going to work like this. Each competitor has selected 2 movies. Redshaw has selected Fantastic Mr. Fox and Big Fish. Bar has selected Brazil, and it's a mad, 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 mad world. They each get 1 whiteboard question from the movie. Each correct answer is worth 2 points. So, I'm going to get started with your first question. It comes in the film Brazil. What is Sam's employee number that is also on his door?
I have
Brazil, the country.
Yeah.
And it's also a really good movie.
You know, there's countries like Brazil, Aruba, Jamaica.
3, 2, 1.
Stealing
I didn't do it, Cody. You can't be mad. Let's go to Bart.
DZ stroke 015.
And Redshaw.
DZ stroke 015.
That is correct. We also would have accepted DZ stroke 015.
Canada. Woo! Your next question
Or Britain.
comes in Fantastic Mr. Fox. What mean nickname does the Beaver and Ash's class call Ash that confuses Christopherson?
Oh, so this is a Pokemon movie.
That's exactly correct.
You say smell you
There's all
later.
these animals, and they repeatedly say their own names as well as other things.
Pens down. Let's go to Cameron.
I want more Latin names. Wet sandwich.
And Bart.
A wet sandwich.
Wet sandwich is correct. Into your third question in It's a Mad, 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 Mad World. When the money is found, what does Meyer do that causes the group to pick him up and throw him in the hole the money was in?
I'm just sad they didn't make more sequels to this where it's like that word mad one more time. Oh man, did you see It's a Mad, 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 Mad World?
1. Pens down. That's the best one. Let's go to Redshaw.
He counts himself twice for the shares.
And Bart.
Counts himself for a second share.
Both correct.
All right, and your final deep cut question comes in Big Fish. Edward compares his gigantificationism to a trait of what animal?
That's a big word.
Yeah, I made sure to put it in quotes so that like people didn't think I was crazy. It was like that's the word they used in the movie. This isn't me being ridiculous.
That would make Aquila cry. 3, 2, 1. Pens down. You use it in a song. Let's go to Bar.
It also becomes a big fish, goldfish.
And Redshaw.
Goldfish.
Goldfish is correct. Not the cracker, Danny. So it is 24 to 18. Score basically did not change as both competitors swept, which I don't think has ever happened in a title match where both competitors swept around.
Good job,
3.
man.
Okay, we're going to get into round 4. Round 4 is Revenge of the Wheel round. Revenge of the Wheel round works like this. Each competitor gets to select what category from the non-strength categories the other competitors get. The remaining categories are Oscars, musicals, action adventure, music, and 2010s. Reminder that these categories were drafted by the competitors per the new rules. Redshaw, you are in the lead. Would you like to give Bar his categories first or second?
Well, we want to give him category first.
Yeah.
Do it, I dare you.
Do you need the available categories again?
No.
We're good.
Well,
We want to do the thing we talked about.
it depends. I don't know what.
Because here's my thing.
I'll defer to you.
I think it's better for you right now with a 6-point lead to give him that, because that means with the rest of the stuff on the wheel, you will be fine no matter what he gives you in getting at least a couple of points to keep going.
Okay. So you want to get an action adventure?
Yeah.
We'll do that.
Bar putting his resume, hiding that he wrote Oscars on it.
Sure did.
Yep.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm an honest player.
So, Bar, I gave Redshaw his questions in round 2, so I will give Bar his questions in round 4. Bar, your first question in the category of action adventure.
Okay.
What is the name of the villainous group led by Solomon Lane, formed from the remaining syndicate members in Mission Impossible Fallout?
I know this, and it's the best one too.
5, 4.
The Archangels?
That is incorrect. We were looking for the Apostles.
Apostles.
You had it right in that.
Like 12 of them left or something.
All right, your second question. In The Running Man, what is the term used to refer to the individuals trying to kill the contestants in The Running Man?
Stalkers.
That is correct for 2 points. I should have clarified just for the people at home. There is no multiple choice. There is no stealing. All questions are worth 2 points.
Oh, I was going to go to multiple choice in my next one. Damn it.
Okay. Your third question. Who played Paul Rayburn, the man who arranges Creasy's security job in Man on Fire?
Christopher Walken.
That is correct for 2 points. Your fourth question. Steven Seagal's only directing credit was for what 90s action film which he also starred in?
Damn. Let's see here. Under Siege 2.
That is incorrect. We were looking for On Deadly Ground.
Okay.
And your final question. What is the name of the robot that Adam fights in the final fight in Real Steel?
Koho's going to hate me even more now. He's screaming. I can hear him.
5, 4, 3.
Iron Man.
That is incorrect. Looking for Zeus.
Okay. Now I remember.
So it is 24-22, if I'm not mistaken, coming out of Bar's round. Red Shun with 24, Bar with 22. Is that what you have, Holzman?
That is what I have.
Okay, so we will bring in Ethan. We'll bring the wheel back in. Bar, the remaining categories you can give Cameron are Oscars, musicals, music, and 2010s.
I could give him one of his strengths, right? Stop motion.
Yes.
Nah, let's not. Let's not do that, though.
You are legally
Let's
allowed
not
to
do that.
Oh.
No, thank you.
I'm thinking we give him... You know what? Music might be trickier than musicals.
I'm between those two. It's really a toss-up between those two.
I'm saying he likes classic movies, and there's probably more classic musicals than there are classic music films.
Yeah, music could get a little deep because it's not.
Yeah.
I agree.
Okay, we're gonna give him music.
Okay.
He's making music.
Making music.
Yes, we're gonna make that joke every time we're on screen.
Okay. Holtzman, you will give Redshaw his questions in music.
All right, Rachel, your first question. What music film from the 2000s is about schizophrenic and homeless musician Nathania Ayers?
I don't have it.
We were looking for The Soloist.
Oh.
Your next question. What is the name of the record label that Dre starts at the end of Straight Outta Compton?
Oh, no. I'll just say Superfly Records.
That is incorrect. We're looking for Aftermath.
I like that better.
I also realized I said Straight Out of Compton because I am extremely white. Your next question. In Sing, what kind of animal is Eddie, Buster's best friend, who is voiced by John C. Reilly?
I'll repeat.
All right, that is your second repeat. In Sing, what kind of animal is Eddie, Buster's best friend, who is voiced by John C. Reilly?
Dang, it's the one I'm not remembering. I'll say gorilla.
It is incorrect. We're looking for a sheep.
Sheep.
Next question. The Great Waltz is set in what European country?
I'll say France.
So that's incorrect. We're looking for Austria. Austria is what we were looking for. And your final question. Scott Hicks directed what music biopic that also earned its lead an Oscar?
Ray?
That is incorrect. We're looking for Shine.
Oh, shoot. I should have.
Oh, so it's 24-22. As we get into round 5, round 5 is going to work like this. Each competitor is going to get to pick what they want for their 1, their 2, their 3, and their 4-point question. Categories they will be able to pick from tonight are Audrey Hepburn, Billy Wilder, 90s, actors and actresses, drama, romance, family, and biopics. We're going to let them pick the categories right now, and we'll get back to you right now. Okay, so our competitors have picked what they want for their 1, their 3, and their 4-point question. Redshaw's picked his 1 in drama, his 2 in biopics, his 3 in Audrey Hepburn, and his 4 in Billy Wilder, whereas Barr's picked his 1 in 90s, his 2 in Billy Wilder, his 3 in actors and actresses, and his 4 in Audrey Hepburn. So, since Bar's behind by 2, we'll start with him. Holton, Bar, his first question, category 90s for 1 point.
Absolutely, Bar. Your first question in the category of 90s. Who made their directorial debut with the 1996 film Bottle Rocket?
Wes Anderson.
That's correct for 1 point. We stick with you for your 2-point question in Billy Wilder. What is the name of the gangster after George and Jerry in Some Like It Hot?
Spatz Columbo.
That is correct for 2 points.
And the lead as we get into Redshaw's 1 category of drama. In what 2010's drama will you find the characters of Terrence Fletcher and Andrew Neiman?
Whiplash.
Correct for 1 point. To tie the game as we get into your 2 for biopics to retake the lead. Martin Scorsese's Kundun is a biopic about whom?
How many repeats do I have?
2.
You have 2.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I won't waste one. I don't know.
We're looking for the Dalai Lama. Or Dalai Lama.
Really? Okay.
Get into we are all tied up, so we'll go back over to Bar for his 3-pointer actors and actresses.
And I have 3 repeats, correct?
Correct.
Okay, just double checking. Thank you.
Holtzman, would you like to give Bar his 3-pointer and actors and actresses?
Yes, I would. Bar, your 3-point question in the category of actors and actresses. What was the first film sequel that Kate Winslet appeared in?
I'm sorry, can I get a technical repeat?
Yeah, absolutely. Your question
Thank
once
you.
again. What was the first film sequel that Kate Winslet appeared in?
Oh, no, which one is it?
Five.
I'll take
4.
a repeat.
All right, that is your second repeat. You have 2 left. Your question once again. What was the first film sequel that Kate Winslet appeared in?
Give me a second.
Five.
Allegiant?
That is incorrect.
Another one.
Or Insurgent.
Insurgent.
Insurgent. Knew the franchise. Just
Yeah.
So since we are
Happens.
still all tied up, 25 to 25,
got
we will go over to Redshaw for his 3-pointer in Audrey Hepburn. Your 3-pointer. In the Lavender Hill Mob, Holland and Pendlebury forged the gold into models of what to smuggle it across the border? Five, 4, 3.
I'll just say cars.
That is incorrect. It is the Eiffel Tower. The Eiffel Tower is correct.
I haven't gotten.
So, we'll go back over to Bar for his 4-pointer in Audrey Hepburn.
Good game, Rich. Either way.
Yeah.
This is fantastic.
So, Holtzman, if you'd like to give Bar his question in the category of Audrey Hepburn for him to take the lead.
Absolutely. Your 4-pointer in Audrey Hepburn Bar. Reminder, you have 2 repeats remaining.
Mhm.
What is the name of the marble statue Anne and Joe see that is said to bite the hands off of people in Roman holiday?
Oh, I gotta get this right. The Mouth of Truth.
And that is correct for 4 big points.
Oh,
So, we're now in a situation where if Redshaw hits his 4 in Billy Wilder, we are tied and we go to sudden death. If he misses, then Bar wins and defends for the 3rd time. So, Redshaw, 4-pointer in Billy Wilder. What is the specific name of the mountain that Leo is stuck inside in Ace in the Hole? Five, 4, 3.
I'll use 1 repeat.
Okay, you have 1 left. In Billy Wilder, what is the specific name of the mountain that Leo is stuck inside in Ace in the Hole?
I'm not 100%, so good game, Bar.
you too.
the Mountain of Seven Vultures.
And your winner, Andrew, the dive bar. The correct answer is the Mountain of the Seven Vultures. So I don't believe we can accept 7. So we are going to go.
Can I throw a challenge just for the sake of it?
We're gonna challenge that ruling.
Okay.
I think they call it they might call it both.
Okay. We'll be back after the challenge. Okay, so we are back from the challenge. And unfortunately, every use of the script had the word "the" in the middle, or Mountain of the Seven Vultures. We asked for the specific name. There's nothing really other than that. So, and your winner, Andrew the Dive Bar. So we are going to go to post-match interviews.
Great game, dude.
Our unfortunate
Yeah, you
second
too.
tonight. Red shot. You weren't quite able to pull off the win, but you kept it close there. Had the lead a few times. How are you feeling?
I feel like I dropped the ball. If I'm being honest, I had a really solid lead and made a strategic decision in round 4 that I thought would pay off, and it honestly didn't. I knew more action adventure questions than I did the music questions, and I knew he was going to give me action adventure if I didn't give it to him. And then, yeah, I've done deep cut studying on Ace in the Hole, and I specifically tried to remember the second "the" in there, and then it just escaped my mind. Just kind of succumbed to the nerves. Bar's an amazing champion. Bar's an even better guy. It hurts to lose this way, but I'm happy it was to him. So,
Koho, any thing else to add?
Hold on to it, Bar. You get a little bit longer. Boatman's coming. Holtzman's coming. We're coming for it the next one. You get to sleep with that belt just a little bit longer. We're coming for it. He played. First of all, I need to say he's played the most fucking phenomenal season I've seen since Boatman first showed up. So Redshaw, this game today was one of the greatest performances I've ever seen, and helping you get here and helping you prep for this has been one of the greatest honors of my managing career. And we're going to get you right back here, and we're going to make sure you win at the next one. But don't get comfortable, Bar. We're still coming.
And thank you to Rachel. Thank you to Koho. Now we'll bring in our winner, three-time defending Movie Warzone champion, Bar. You're going for that record. You won the match. How are you feeling?
If I'm going to be honest, I'm not great necessarily. I didn't want to win that way. Redshaw is such an amazing player that I'm kind of just. This is one of the best games like I've ever played in. So I'm impressed. I'm happy for Redshaw. And honestly, here's my ballot right now. Right now, I'm sending this right now. Redshaw, Warzone Player of the Year. Seriously, dude, you were amazing.
Yeah, that match was insane. I absolutely hated it as a manager because the entire time after round 1 you were down, Andrew, and you brought it back. Brilliant choice giving Redshaw music. I have to say, these two guys, Redshaw and Bar, both men of unquestionable scruples. They both wanted the other person to get the favorable situation, and at the end it was just up to the judges. So yeah, it was insane. Redshaw is a fantastic player, great guy. This is nuts.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you to Bar. Thank you to Ethan. We're going to go to Holtzman back at the desk. Holtzman, thoughts on the match?
Yeah, I think it's a great match. I think everyone is the same group that that ending hurts to be involved with. It hurts to see. It hurts to have happen. But both players played a phenomenal game. Bar will try to defend again. Redshaw will be back in a title match if this proved anything. He is hungry. I think this is going to make him go even crazier.
Yeah, like at the end of the day, Barr has now secured himself a rematch if he loses, and Redshaw, by virtue of whoever lost this was going to get an automatic number one contenders match, because that has been tradition for every 32-person tournament final. So Redshaw's next match will be a number one contenders match. Bar's next match will be a title match, obviously, but if he loses, it will also be a title match. So thank you to all our competitors. Thank you to Cameron Holtzman. Thank you to the managers. I'm Kaleb Boatman. This has been Movie Warzone. Thanks for watching Multiplex Mayhem at the Multiplex.
Bye-bye, boys.
Have fun storming the castle.
Think it'll work?
It would take a miracle. Bye-bye.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Fandom Fights team match here at Mayhem at the Multiplex 4. There have been 4 of these things, and we are here at the end of the tournament to see the tournament winners. Wookie Mistake take on the Knights of Ren, and here to call the match with me is Thomas Scully. Scully, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Maggie. Thanks. Yeah, this is going to be, look, this is a rematch of what we ended teams with last year. That was an incredibly tight match. I believe that might have been the tightest match Ren has ever been in a 5-round setting. So Wookie has been really the one team that's made them sweat through all 5 rounds. This has been a very anticipated rematch. Everything that's been said about these teams has already been said, so I think we just got to go right into the promos and see how they feel.
I agree. Let's hear from the competitors now.
At one point in time, you guys are considered an unlikely 16 seed, and now you're a 2-time tournament winner. To me, y'all are by far the most deserving players in this division that have yet to hold a title. And I think it's evident in your attitude towards the game and the amount of time and effort you guys put into studying and prepping for these matches. I mean, you learn from your mistakes. You actually push yourself to course correct. Now, you guys have been here before, so that part of the pressure is off. Knights of Ren are a great team, but I know you guys are more than ready to take them down. How you feel?
I feel good. I feel better than we did for the last one, because here's the difference. Last time, I think the deep cuts round was what caught us out a little bit. We lost a couple of points there that we maybe shouldn't have lost. Now we know what's coming up in the deep cuts round. We've been able to prepare for that entire round. And secondly, David and I have both seen a lot more Fandom movies than we had when we went into this last title. We took them to the wire. We took them close then, and now we know a lot more than we did back then. Feel good, and they have been one of the most dominant teams Fandom has ever seen, but everybody falls sometime. Maybe it'll be this time.
I agree with you. I think we are better than last time, but here's the thing. With these teams, they also have the same time to study and to watch more and more movies. So I don't think I am happy with our last performance. I hope to do better today. But as I said in our last match, just getting here and play Ren is an accomplishment on its own. I think we showed that we are not a fluke of a run. So I think we did what we had to do to establish ourselves as a top team in the division. Now, if we lose the championship match, we will have lost to the best team in the division. So let's just, as every single one, play our game one question at a time, one round at a time, and let's see what happens. And good luck to them.
Manners maketh man.
That was cute. That was real cute. I'm glad the Criterion Collection's back. Like, this is really good. I haven't seen you guys in a while. I finally understand the negotiation of getting you guys into the King's Pit. It was basically Koho, stay the fuck away from my teams, and Thomas still manages everybody. So yeah, we played this team before. They're a good team. They probably took, some teams would say they took us closer because, circumstances, and they got to bet and we were betting 0. But this team was really good last time we played them. But it's correct. I'm glad you started watching Fandom films. That's required to win. But the difference is, so did we, and we kept watching Fandom films, and we know more than we did before. New categories have entered, and We're still probably better at those than you. So yeah, this would be a fun match. We're at Mayhem again. We're defending the titles, and this is not one of the best teams. That was very insulting for you to say. This is the best team. We pretty much have all the records. It's our thing. So, by the way, when you're casting your ballots this year, don't vote for Koho for Manager of the Year. Vote for Thomas Eames, because he has done more work than Koho this entire season. How are you two feeling?
Tim's muted, right?
I am muted, yeah.
Okay,
the
cool.
most that Koho has done to help Wookiee Mistake is let Wookiee Mistake stomp him in teams. That is the most that Koho has done to help this team. I like Wookiee Mistake. Nice people. If they win, very deserving. I'd be very happy to see them win the belts because they're a very good team. And they deserve it. But I also just like winning. So, there's that.
I feel like we could be playing a team of Ricky Gervais and Tina Fey, and our promo would still be shitting on Koho. So
that's a fact.
All right, Scully, those were promos, and they were sizzling. What'd you think?
Yeah, those were some promos. Wookiee, taking the high road a little bit, showing a lot of respect to Knights of Ren. But they're ready. They're hungry. And then on the other side, no matter who's playing across from Cody or Tim or TWOHIG, Koho will still get shit on. That's one of the 3 rules of life. Death, taxes, and Koho get shit on.
It's legally required, I think.
Yep.
All right, so let us get into round number 1. Let me reorganize people because I have no chill. All right, so round 1 is going to work like this. There are going to be 10 questions from the different realms of fandom fights. If you get all 10 questions correct, you will get a bonus question. There are 3 repeats, and 3 repeats, or is it 4 for title matches? 4 for title matches, 4 repeats, and a challenge rule. I think that's it for round number 1. Are you guys ready?
Yep.
All right, Scully, do you want to give them their first question in round number 1?
I would be glad to. All right, guys, your first question is going to come in the category of the Wizarding World. While being checked by customs in Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, Newt flips a switch on his suitcase that reads what? I like this movie. I don't love it, but I like it.
It could be worse. It could be Crimes of Grindelwald.
If it were a standalone movie, I think it would be a lot better.
That's fair. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. All right, we'll start with Tim.
Muggle worthy.
All right, and Nick.
Muggle worthy.
I guess I could have rotated that. Joe.
Muggle worthy.
And David.
I didn't have that.
Muggle worthy is correct. All right, guys, your next question comes in the category of Planet of the Apes. What is the only word said by Lisa in Conquest of the Planet of the Apes? I forget which one this is, if I'm being completely honest. The last 3 in the series really bleed together.
They do a really good job of making it feel like the same film when it's really, they're really very different films.
Yeah. All right. 5, 4, 2, 1. Everyone looks ready. All right. We'll start with David.
No.
And Nick.
No.
And Joe.
Nick, if you're going to pretend to write on your board, you should take the lid off your pen. No.
Yikes. And Tim.
No.
Okay. All right.
I was like, why are you doing this?
It was more than me.
It's the classic Nick TWOHIG move, folks. All right, guys, your next question is going to come in the category of Marvel. These are films, of course, outside the MCU. Who plays Katie, Dave's girlfriend, in Kick-Ass?
I'm a fan of this movie.
This
I
movie,
rewatched it recently, and it's pretty good.
this movie kicks ass.
You could say that. You could say that.
Yeah.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. All right. We'll start with Joe.
Lindsay Fonesca.
All right. And Nick.
If that's right, I got the first name, which is a shock to me. But Lindsay Strom.
All right. David.
I didn't have.
And Tim.
Yeah, no.
Joe is correct. It was
Hold on.
Is it Fonseca?
It's Fonseca, not Fonseca.
Fonseca.
Right.
Don't-
Yeah.
All right, you're right. I wasn't looking at the answer.
I'm
My
sorry,
bad.
Joe.
All right, so sorry. Thank you, Scully. All right.
Yeah.
So that leaves
So
us
no one
still.
gets any point.
Yep, no one gets any points. We're at 4-3, correct? Or is it 4-4?
Yeah.
4-3.
4-3.
In favor
All
of
right,
Knights
cool.
of Ren.
All right, sorry about that. Let's get into the next question of round number 1. Comes in the category of Worlds of DC. What Worlds of DC movie features the following characters? Simon Stagg, Asteria, and Baba Hidi. Baba Hidi.
Hidi, I believe.
Hidi. There's pronunciation there, and I still didn't say it right.
Yeah. With most of these films, if I pronounce something wrong, like furniture starts to float in the air. So, the side effect of that.
Yeah, that would be a problem. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. All right, we'll start with Tim.
Wonder Woman 1984.
All right, and Joe.
Wonder Woman 1984.
Nick.
Movie sucks. Wonder Woman 1984.
You're not wrong. And David.
Wait, that Wonder Woman 1984.
You know, Nick, I'm happy to agree with you on the Mission Impossible 2 thing, but your comments on Superman the movie hurt me.
That's fair. My apologies.
All right.
Oh my goodness. All right, guys, your next question. We're going to transition from Worlds of DC to just DC. What is the name of Sharon Stone's character in Catwoman? And we can just take first name, or if you want to include first name, last name, that's fine.
If you want to show off, it's fine. We'll be flexible. We'll allow it.
If anyone in here names all 7 dwarves, you're immediately booted from the call.
Yeah, that's the only triggering thing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with David.
Boo. I know it's Boo Line or something. So.
And Tim.
Total guess. Claire.
Joe.
Laurel. I was going to say Hedare, but it's title match.
And Nick.
Laurel, I was going to say Hedare, and I did.
Fair.
All right, so
I
Joe
take
and
a no
Nick
risk.
getting the point there. I believe. Oh no,
Now
Nick is not.
7,
Everyone
yeah,
missed
believe-
that one question, which makes our lives easier.
Yeah, it is
All right.
7-6 in favor of Knights of Ren.
That is what I have. All right, your next category in round number 1 is YA dystopia. In the Scorch Trials, which Glader is infected and left behind to kill himself to prevent his transformation?
Bit of a hot take, but I think this one is my favorite of the 3, just barely.
That's fair. I've only seen it once, so I honestly couldn't tell you.
I think like the last 30 minutes are incredibly good.
Yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Nick.
Winston.
All right, and Joe.
Winston.
Tim.
Winston.
And David.
Winston.
And a clean sweep on that one. Winston
Another
is
clean sweep.
correct.
All right, guys, your next question is in the category of Mission Impossible. In Mission Impossible Fallout, what codename did the extremist revealed to be August Walker go by? And I have been told this is a spoiler alert for those who haven't seen the film. But if you haven't seen the film, what the hell are you doing?
Fair. That is a fair comment. I just thought I'd put it in there just to warn you,
I saw this actually in the theaters when there was 2 people in the theater. It was like one of the best experiences I've ever had in the theaters.
I believe it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with David.
This is from a different one. Max.
All right. And Tim.
John Lark.
And Joe.
John Lark.
And Nick.
John Lark.
John Lark is correct. So we have Ren up 11-9.
That's what I have.
Believe. Excellent. All right, and your next category is Pixar. As Robert would say, outside of the PCU, I think is his line.
Yeah.
In Inside Out, Mind employees often annoy people by making them remember a commercial jingle for what? I love this question.
Do you need like the actual thing, or are you?
No,
looking
we'll
for
take a general answer.
Yeah, we'll take the
If
thing.
you would like
we
to
don't
show
need.
off and be
yeah.
correct,
No, because I don't want to.
If you want to
mess
name all
up a
7
word.
dwarves, please go right ahead.
I already wrote it. I'm not erasing it.
I'll the thing.
If you sing it, we're gonna take away the points.
That's what I did in my head.
That's true. All right, so let's start with Nick.
Triple dent gum.
All right, and David.
A bubble gum.
All right, and Tim
Gum.
and Joe.
Triple dent gum.
Nice, good clean sweep on that one.
Are we sure it's
All
a
right.
bubble gum? No, I'm just kidding.
You can go there
All
if you
right,
want
guys.
to, but
I'm
do not.
kidding.
Joe.
I'm kidding.
Your penultimate question. Your penultimate question is going to come in the category of the MCU. These are films inside the MCU. What is the name of the artificial intelligence leader of the Kree civilization in Captain Marvel?
I don't know if he broke up for anyone else, but could I get a technical repeat?
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
What is the name of the artificial intelligence leader of the Kree civilization in Captain Marvel?
Thank you.
Movie's aight.
Yeah, this movie's okay. I've seen it like kind of an annoying amount of times. I feel like
Yeah.
I always fall asleep at the same part though.
My dad only likes this movie because of all the fighter jets.
That's fair. All right, pens down. Everyone looks ready. Let's start with Joe
The supreme intelligence.
and Tim,
Supreme intelligence.
David.
Having intelligence in the question felt weird. Supreme intelligence.
All right, and Nick.
The Supreme Intelligence.
All right, another clean sweep. And now for your last question in round number 1, comes in the category of Disney live action, everyone's favorite category. Name one of the things Howard Hughes gives to Cliff at the end of The Rocketeer.
This movie slaps.
I saw it for the first time this year, and it was pretty good.
I didn't think I would like it as much as I did, but it really surprised me.
If I remember, it was a little long, but I think that most
Mhm.
things over 2 hours are a little long. So
Yeah, most things over 2
Four,
hours you could say are like a bit long.
2, yeah, that's fair. 1, pens
Repeat the
down.
question.
I don't think.
I think that
don't
was a
think you got it.
little late,
Yeah,
buddy.
I don't
Sorry.
think you got it in time, David. I'm sorry.
Fine.
All right, so let's start with Nick.
I believe he gives him a plane.
All right, and Joe.
The rocket pack.
And Tim
I said jetpack.
and David.
I couldn't write it.
Okay, so I think the only one that's correct is Nick
Yeah,
with
two again,
plane. We have a plane and a pack of gum as the
I was
answer.
gonna say, God damn it.
All right.
That was a guess, so I'm not offended.
Okay. All right. You guys just had the same answer, so I was like, okay.
I mean, that's
happy
the typical
to repeat.
guess for that film.
Happy the repeat didn't come out this. I was going to write that. So.
All right, so that brings us to the end of round number 1, and we have Ren up 16 to Wookiees 13 as we head into round number 2. And round number 2 is going to work like this. I'm going to bring up the wheel, and there are 10 fandom categories, no spinners, and opponent's choice per the request of the champions. And each team is going to be able to spin once. If they like what they spin, they can keep it. If they don't like it, they can spin again. They're going to get 5 different questions, each question worth 2 points. They can also opt for multiple choice being worth only 1. And I am legally obligated to tell you, watch out. There is stealing available. All right, so the categories on the wheel today are Star Wars, James Bond, Middle-earth, horror icons, Disney live action, DC, DreamWorks, Wizarding World, Disney animation, and Marvel. So Knights of Ren are in the lead. Would you like to spin first or second? Do you need Cody to tell you what to do?
Joe, it's your lucky day. You get to go first.
All right, so we will bring in Thomas Eames then, and we will give that wheel a spin. It lands on James Bond. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
David, now, It's more me than you. Are you happy to keep it?
I mean, I trust you.
Cool. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right. They're going to keep it. Give me one moment to do the technical thingies. And I will mute as Scully.
All right, guys. I will be giving you your questions in the category of James Bond. You guys ready? All right. Your first question, James Bond. In what Bond film does Bond first meet a Russian character in a bar while the song Stand By Your Man is being sung on stage?
Don't say anything. Okay. Yep, that's why.
GoldenEye, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points.
Scully,
right.
make sure when you're done asking the question, you just mute off in StreamYard.
All right, guys. Your second question in James Bond. In Dr. No and the Spy Who Loved Me, by what real name is Q, the weapons expert, called?
Major Boothroyd, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points and the lead. All right, your third question. In The Living Daylights, which country is Bond assigned to help General Koskov escape from?
Czechoslovakia, final answer.
That is correct for 2 more points. All right, your fourth question. In Casino Royale, what was the code word to get into the secure area of the airport that Bond receives via text?
Ellipsis, final answer.
That is correct for 2 more points. And your last question in James Bond. The character General Gogol, who appears in 6 Bond movies, is played by what actor?
Walter Gottel, final answer.
I'm sorry, can you say that again, please?
Walter Gottel, final answer.
That is correct for 2 more points and the clean sweep. Bringing your total up to 23. Knights of Red, no steals, so they're still at 16.
Yes, that was an impressive round 2. Joe and David, make sure you're muted in Skype. Cool. All right. I will bring back in the wheel. And Cody. All
Mute
right.
up
Nice.
Skype right now, Nick.
What?
Nothing. Sorry, I was talking to Nick.
Okay. This is your spin. Lands on DC. Would you like to keep that or spin in? Cody, you're muted. Oh, I guess they're talking in Skype.
We're going to keep it.
All right. That is cool. Let me remove the wheel. And Cody. And Scully, make sure you're muted. And I will be giving you the questions in DC. All right. Are you guys ready? All right. In Superman 3, what is the name of Lana Lane's creepy ex-boyfriend?
Brad, final answer.
I was muted. That is correct for 2 points. Sorry about that. All right. Your next question in DC. Who voices corrupt city official Arthur Reeves in Batman Mask of the Phantasm?
Multiple choice.
All right. Your multiple choice options are A. Hart Brockner, B. Ephraim Zimblast Jr., C. Bob Hastings, or D. Dick Miller? Okay. 4, 3.
C, final answer.
C is incorrect. Wookiee mistake, your chance for a 1-point steal. Let me read the options again. A. Hart Brockner, B. Ephraim Zimblast Jr., C. Bob Hastings, or D. Dick Miller.
D, final answer.
Sorry, that's also incorrect. The correct answer was A. Hart Brockner.
Okay.
All right. Knights of Ren, your next question in DC. Call signs Highball and Sapphire reference characters from what DC movie?
Green Lantern, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. All right, your next question. In V for Vendetta, what is the name of the secret police who catch Evie out late at the start of the film?
Fingermen, final answer.
That is correct for 2 more points. And your last question in DC. In Teen Titans Go to the Movies, the Titans first confront Slade while he breaks into where?
Star Labs, final answer.
That is correct for another 2 points and the lead. All right. So now we head into round number 3, which is the filmography round. What happens is there are 3 questions. They're each worth 1 point, 2 points, and 3 points. Each team is going to get different questions at each point value. They're going to designate who's going to take the 1-pointer, who's going to take the 2-pointer, and then they can confer on the 3-pointer. Everyone has all 4 repeats left. Any questions before we get into round number 3?
No.
No? All right. And who is going to be taking which question for each team?
2.
And we need to pick a set too.
Oh yeah, that's right. Knights of Ren, would you like set 1 or 2?
I think we usually go 1. You want to just keep doing that?
Sure.
Oh wait, Cody wants to. Do you want to be brought in? Oh no.
No, he was saying go 1.
Went 1.
Okay. Yeah. Yep. 1. We'll take set
Okay.
1.
So
And
set 1 for Ren.
Yep.
And who's taking it for? So David, you said you're taking the 2-pointer for you.
No, what is the 1 point, 2 points, and 3 points?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm taking the 1 point.
Okay.
You got it, man. You got it.
Tim, you want the 1?
Yeah.
Oh, we don't need to decide right now. Okay.
We don't need to decide right now, but yeah.
All right. So we're gonna give Wookiee their questions first. So Scully, if you could do that, please. And they're set 2.
All right. Set 2. And Joe, you're taking the 1?
No.
David was taking the 1.
David's taking the 1.
Hi.
Oh. So, all right.
Yeah.
Okay. So, David's 1-pointer in set 2. All right, David. Here is your 1-pointer. Who voices a Pixar explorer and plays a Star Trek general?
Bruce Greenwood?
That is incorrect. I'm sorry. The answer is Christopher Plummer.
And Maggie, you have to mic on to count down. He couldn't
Yeah, my
do
bad.
that.
I'm sorry.
From Up and Star Trek
You're
6,
good.
The Undiscovered Country.
Yep.
All right, so now we're going to move to Joe for Wookiee's 2-pointer in filmography. So Joe, your 2-pointer. Who plays a Wicked agent in the Maze Runner series and a CIA agent in a DC movie?
Aidan Gillen.
That is correct for 2 points. And with that, Wookiee takes back the lead, 25-24. All right. So now, Joe and David, you can confer on your three-pointer. So here is your three-pointer in filmography. Who plays a Disney live-action bandit leader and voices a Disney animated king?
Bandit leader's the one that's the tough one there.
Bandit.
5, 4,
What is
3,
Repeat.
2.
In what Disney
All right.
animation are? In what Disney live
All
action
right.
are?
That is Wookiee's first
I'm trying to think
repeat.
of the kings.
Your question: who plays a Disney live-action bandit leader and voices a Disney animated king?
Do you know who voices Triton? You remember?
No.
No.
5,
But
4,
do you have a guess for the bandit?
No.
2,
Repeat.
1.
Wookiee's second repeat. Who plays a Disney live-action bandit leader and voices a Disney animated king?
I mean, there's only one king coming to my head at the moment, so I might just have to go with it.
Who are you thinking?
James L. Jones.
I mean,
5,
might as well.
4,
Yeah.
3, 2.
James L. Jones, final answer.
That is incorrect. The answer is Alfred Molina. He is in Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time and plays the king in Frozen 2.
All right.
Oh, I did remember him.
Yeah.
So Wookiee is at 25 after their round 3. We will now move over to the Knights of Ren for their first question in set 1, which Tim is going to take for 1 point. Are you guys
Yes.
ready?
Yep.
All right. Your 1-pointer. Who plays an MCU mother and a Mission Impossible CIA director?
Angela Bassett.
That is correct for 1 point, tying the game. All right, and Nick, your 2-pointer. Who plays a Marvel mentor and a Planet of the Apes father? Five, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
All right, that is Knights of Ren's first repeat. Who plays a Marvel mentor and a Planet of the Apes father?
Chris Christopherson.
That is correct for 2 points.
Good
And
job, buddy.
the lead. All right, your 3-pointer on which you can confer. Who plays a Bond drug lord and a Nightmare on Elm Street doctor?
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yaphet Kotto.
Which Bond movie?
That's Live and Let Die.
Yes.
Yaphet Kotto.
Yes.
Yaphet Kotto, final answer.
That is correct for a clean sweep of round number 3, bringing their total up to 30 to Wookiee's 25 as we head into round
That is
number
what I
4, which is the deep cut round. Let me do the technology things as I change the wheel that we're sharing. So what's going to happen is the teams picked 10 categories. They each picked 5. And can you guys see the wheel? Oh, no, I didn't add it in. My bad. There it is. And each team then the opposite team got to pick the movie. And what's going to happen is we're going to spin the wheel 5 times. And each time they're going to get a question from that movie. Here are the movies on the wheel today: the original Planet of the Apes, Solo, the first Maze Runner, License to Kill, Finding Nemo, Raya and the Last Dragon, Spider-Man: Homecoming, Order of the Phoenix, Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan, and X-Men: Days of Future Past. All right. Are you guys... Each question is worth 2 points, I believe. And Wookiee still has 2 repeats left, and Ren has 3. All right, here we go. Let's spin the baby. All right, your first question is going to come from Spider-Man Homecoming.
All right.
All right, so Scully, if you want to read the first question from Spider-Man Homecoming.
And also, sorry guys,
All right,
just
guys.
make sure that both of you mic off so we don't hear each other.
Yep.
Got it. All right, guys. Your first question in this deep cut round is going to come from Spider-Man Homecoming. What was the final answer of the academic decathlon?
I'm not used to this muting thing. All right, my bad. All right, so let's start with Knights of Ren.
Oh, I didn't even, yeah, oh, that makes sense. 0.
All right, and Wookie.
0.
That is both correct. And let us bring in the wheel again. All right. Your next question comes from the Maze Runner. Let me scroll on over. All right. Your question from the Maze Runner. What role in the Glade do the characters Clint and Jeff have? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Wookie.
Medjacks.
All right. And Ren.
Medjack.
Both correct again. And we will bring in our friend the wheel. Next question is going to come from Raya and the Last Dragon.
All right, guys. Third question coming from Raya and the Last Dragon. When Sisu finds out credit won't work in Talon's markets, she offers 3 items of Raya's. Name 2 of them.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. And let's start with Ren this time.
Sorry. Dragon Gem pieces and jerky.
All right. And Wookie.
I have the gem pieces and a sword.
What do you think, Scully?
Well, we can for sure we can for sure take Wookiees. What we have on the document is dried eats. We have dried eats. I don't know for sure if it's jerky.
So
I mean, I think
you need to make a ruling, and then we will decide.
so. I think we accept it.
I think we will
feeling.
accept it. If Wookie would like to challenge, they may, but for now, we're going to accept it. So both teams are correct. They both get the 2 points. They are deciding.
No challenge.
Cool. Then we will bring back in the wheel for the 4th question in round number 4. And the movie is Finding Nemo. Everyone's favorite. Your question, Finding Nemo. Where is it? So many movies, you guys. All right, found it. 4th question, round number 4, Finding Nemo. What's the name of the dentist's secretary? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. All right, and Wookie.
Brenda.
And Knights of Ren.
Barbara.
Barbara is correct. So we currently have 38 to 31 Ren, I believe.
I'm sorry, what's the
right,
score you have? Hold on. What's the score you have, Maggie?
38-31.
38-31. Yes, that's what I have.
Okay.
So no chance of a knockout here today.
And we will bring the wheel in for the one last spin. And it lands on X-Men Days of Future Past.
All right, where is X-Men Days of Future Past? Hold on. There we go. Okay, guys, your final question in the deep cut round in X-Men Days of Future Past. While on the plane to Paris, Magneto lists off mutants who have been killed since first class. Name 2 of them.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Ren.
Emma and Banshee.
And Wookie?
Emma Frost and Azazel.
Both are correct. So if everyone can mute and Skype, so life is better. And at the end of round 4, we have Knights of Ren up 40 to Wookiees 33. As we head into the last round, round number 5. Round number 5 is everyone's favorite classic betting round. We will give a category, and each team will choose who's going to take that question and how many points they're going to bet between 0 and 2 points. And then the next person will have to take the next question. And again, they will pick the amount of points they're going to bet. And then finally, on the last question, should we get that far, the teams will be able to confer. We still have Ren with 3 repeats left and Wookie with 2. Am I forgetting anything, Scully?
Nope, you've covered everything. I think
so.
we're ready to move on to round 5.
All right, your first category.
Wait, sorry, didn't Nick use repeating his filmography?
Yeah,
Yep.
that's why
That's
it
the
went
only
from
one
4
we
to
have.
3.
You have 4 in title matches. So you guys have used 2, so you have 2 left. And
Sorry, that was it.
Nope, that's okay. It's new, so I don't blame you. Your first category at round number 5 is going to be Worlds of DC, and I will bring in the managers.
Do you guys want to keep Skype, or do you want to Nick and Cody?
I don't need it, no.
Okay.
Thank God.
Then Nick, you just did a rewatch on this, right?
Not just, but
do you want to take it and bet?
Well, this doesn't have to be one. We have to swing.
No, we don't have to, but I mean, it's a Core Geek one that they're probably going to hit. And what we have a 7-point lead?
7 point.
I'm not feeling great about it.
Then let's not bet. That's fine. But do you want me to take it then, so that you can maybe take whatever's next?
Would you bet on like a Horror Icons or a Disney?
If we have to.
Okay, I mean on the next question.
Oh.
It depends on if they hit this or not.
I think you should take it and bet 0.
Okay, I agree.
All right, and Wookie, are you
guys are
good? All right, cool. So I will take out the managers and Knights of Ren. So it sounds like Tim's taking it, and what are you betting?
Zip.
All right, and Wookie?
2.
2, and Joe, you're taking it?
I am indeed.
Okay, cool. Your question in the Worlds of DC. After being shot down during their escape from Atlantis, where do Mara and Arthur immediately hide in Aquaman?
Yikes. Damn. It's okay.
Five.
If the next
4,
category is Bond, I swear
3,
to God.
2, 1. Time's up. All right, let's start with Tim for no points.
Inside a whale.
And Joe?
A whale's mouth.
Both would be correct. However, Knights of Ren not by any points. So it's still 40 to now Wookiees 35. Scully, give them their next category.
All right, guys. Your next category, which you can bet points on, comes in the category of Mission Impossible.
Can we get Cody?
Yep, 1 second. Sorry.
Nick, how do you feel about Mission Impossible?
If they're at the same level of what I just told.
I think we can swing.
Okay.
And also, Nick, you're lagging a bit.
Oh, I'll leave and come back before they read the question.
I mean, I am not the best. I haven't rewatched them in a while, but I think we have to bet. If we lose here, we lose here. We just... That's it.
Are you good, Thomas?
I agree. Yeah, I agree, Dave.
All right, so David's taking this, and how much are you betting?
2.
All right, and Nick?
2.
All right,
Nick,
two is all
hang
around.
on. Hang on a second.
you
Nick's
hear me?
just still lagging a little bit. Yeah, you're better now. Okay.
Yeah, he's
All
fine.
right.
You still have repeats, so use them if you need them.
Okay, guys. Your question in Mission Impossible. The character of Alexander Golitsyn appears in which movie in the franchise?
This is tense.
You can just cut the tension with a knife.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the
1.
question.
I believe, yeah. All right.
That was
so
Knights
that's
of Ren second. Repeat.
the Knights of Ren seconds. The character of Alexander Golitsyn appears in which film in the franchise?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Repeat.
Pens. All
All
right.
right. That is Knights of Ren's third repeat.
It's okay.
The character of Alexander Golitsyn appears in which film in the franchise?
God.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with David.
I just kind of remembered something. Fuck. Mission Impossible 2.
And Nick.
Mission Impossible Rogue Nation.
Both are incorrect. Unfortunately, we were looking for the first film in the franchise, Mission Impossible. So that brings Knights of Ren down to 38. Wookiee also dropping down to 33. So still a 5-point game with 3 questions left.
Yes, indeed. And your next question comes in the category of MCU. So again, you can choose who's going to take it and how much you're going to bet.
You
This
take it,
locks
Nick.
it.
Yeah,
I can go to on this.
you take it and bet too. Yep.
Joe?
Don't be afraid to use the repeat too if you have to, Nick. It's okay.
Okay.
It's not the end of the world.
Speaking of repeats, Wookiee has 2 remaining. Knights of Ren just has 1.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Just
Sounds
realized
good.
who Golitsyn was.
All right.
Damn it.
All right. So, Knights of Ren, who's taking it and how many are you betting?
I will take it and go 2.
All right. And Wookiee?
Sorry, I was muted. I will also take it for 2.
Okay. And your question in the MCU, in the Guardians of the Galaxy, when first meeting the Collector, he offers to pay Groot in advance. For what reason? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. All right, let's start with Knights of Ren this time.
To keep his body after he dies.
And Joe?
His body after his death.
Both are correct for 2 points, bringing Ren up to 40 and Wookiee up to 35. So we've got a 5-point game with 2 questions left. So let's hear what the next
All right,
category.
guys. Your second to last question in round 5 comes in everyone's favorite, Disney live action.
Oh, great.
And bet 4.
Bet 4?
All 4.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry.
I mean, it's a 5-point game. They're going to bet 0.
Yeah, it sucks because I kind of was hoping to at least be alive in the last question, and it's basically the same situation the last time.
It's fine. We'll lose by a point.
You guys good?
Yeah, we're good.
All right. So Wookie, David, you're taking it. And how much are you betting?
2.
All right. And Tim?
0.
0 for Tim. All right.
All right. Guys, your question. In Disney live action, in the Chronicles of Narnia films, what do the Narnians call human men or women? And we only need one.
So you said or?
Yeah.
One or the other. Sorry.
You can choose one. You can choose the other.
Okay.
Name all 7 dwarves. You're booted.
Well,
5, 4, 3.
This is blue, not black.
2, 1. You good? All right.
Yeah.
All right. Let's start with Tim for no points.
Sons of Adam.
And David.
Sons of Adam.
Both are correct.
Oh, I did my weird sorry.
All right, so that brings Wookie up to 37. Ren stays at 40, but we are going to go to the last question.
Yes, and your last question comes in the category of DreamWorks animation. So again, you guys can confer on this. So I just need to know from Knights of Ren, would you like question 1 or 2, and then how much you are betting?
Question 1.
Yeah.
Do question 2.
You want to do question 2?
Yeah, I'm really curious about what question 2 is.
Question 2. Well, we're probably going to hear both, but
Shut up.
We'll take question 2.
Okay.
Maybe not.
You're good? Okay. All right, so Knights of Ren, you want question 2, and how much are you betting?
We're going to bet 0.
All right, and Wookie? 2. All right, so I guess let's keep it consistent. Scully, would you give Wookie their question number 1?
Let's do this and lose by a point.
We get our question first.
Oh, do you?
Because we bet 0.
Oh, that's dumb. Okay.
It won't affect the score, so.
All right, then. I guess I will be giving Knights of Ren their question first. Question number 2. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right. What village is invaded by Shen's marauders at the start of Kung Fu Panda 2?
Is it like the Rhino Village? Is that what it's called? Is that like the rhinos?
We should have taken the other question.
It's the Rhino Masters, I think. So would it just be the Rhino
5,
Village?
Repeat
4.
the question.
All right. That is Knights of Ren. Last repeat. Your question. What village is invaded by Shen's marauders at the start of Kung Fu Panda 2?
That's the only. I don't know. I don't think it has a name.
It's where he like fights the wolf guy that sounds like Danny McBride, and he sees the patch and gets all scared. But like I don't know what it's called.
Is it the wolf or the rhino?
It's the wolf. The wolves are the people that attack. Go.
3.
It's wrong, but the Rhino
Village. Final answer.
That is incorrect. The correct answer was Musicians Village, but luckily you bet no points, so you'll remain at 40. And now Scully, wait. Yes.
Yeah.
No. What happens? I'm sorry.
Ask them their question.
We do? Okay.
Yes, we'll keep the
All right.
question.
Okay. Scully, please ask them their question in DreamWorks. I
Cody
apologize.
really wanted to hear question 2 that bad, huh? All right, guys. Your question in DreamWorks. What lion does Makunga trick Alex into fighting in Madagascar Escape to Africa?
Is it like it's Gypsy, one of it's
what's your name? I can't remember his name.
I think it's Dipsy. Oh, it doesn't matter, but it is annoying me.
2.
Repeat the question.
All right, that is Wookie's 3rd repeat. You have another one. So, what lion does Makunga trick Alex into fighting in Madagascar Escape to Africa?
Gypsy is the first thing that came to mind, but it sounds weird because it's like a race of people, right? Is that in English? The guys from the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
5.
Let's go with that.
4.
Right.
3. 2.
Gypsy. Final answer.
It's Pizzi.
Pizzi.
Thanks, Nick, for taking my job. But I mean, yes, TT is correct. Unfortunately, they were incorrect, which means that Wookiee will ultimately go down to 35 points. And your winner, Knights of Ren, again, bringing their record to 10-0, I believe, because
Great
they
job,
got to
guys.
show off like that. And yeah, so let me remove all of the people. So Scully, that was a match that happened. Thoughts
Yeah.
before we head into
We
promos?
kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
It kind of,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it kind of fell apart there in round 5 with the betting. But I think you could see the turning point occur in the filmography round. Ren went perfect. Wookiee had a couple slip ups. When it comes to Nick and Tim, you can only give them so much of a cushion before it becomes too much. So
That is absolutely true. So we will start with our unfortunate losers today. As Scully said, you guys did play really well. You swept Bond in round 2, and you really did quite well in round number 4 as well. Thoughts on the match?
Hey, we went farther than last time. It felt a little less tense in the end, even though it was like, I think it was closer. I'm not sure. Like, math is not my thing. But I should be upset, but the end of the match kind of loosened me up with that. I think we respect Knights of Ren so much, and I have grown to like them both in the leagues. So not that I didn't like them before and I had to grow to like them, but as I spend more time in calls with them, I like them more and more. So I think the tension, we had tension, but I think I am not upset. We played well, and I think we proved that, hey, we probably will be here again at some point. So, hey.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, the only question that really bothers me, it was only worth a point anyway, and it was just Fonseca. That's the only one I was a little bit bummed about, because I would have been clawing for that perfect round up until that point, because it was only the 10th one I got wrong after that.
And I actually knew your 2-pointer in filmography, so that sucks too, but it wouldn't have mattered anyway.
Yeah. I think they've done better with set 1 in filmography, but it's the way it goes. They're the champions. They were ahead. They get to pick. We should have known both. Disappointed by Barbara. There's so many deep cuts in Finding Nemo, like all the different stores the fish have come from. I had all that down, just not that one little slither of information, but that's the way it goes sometimes. But Knights of Ren are a fantastic team. They're 10-0 for a reason. Thomas has done a fantastic job managing us all the way. I just want to talk about David for a second, because this man has got a set of bollocks on him. He come into a league playing in a division we've seen it happen before in his second language.
Okay.
And he takes a 10 and at the time a 9-0 team down to the wire. Sometimes he'll miss the occasional one on translation, but to come in the second language and dominate the way he does is fantastic, and I'm so happy to have him as a team.
I really love you, but I don't think this is the match to say that.
You crushed it, man. You're still great.
I love you. Thank you.
You guys played great. However you slice it, I'm just saying y'all played great. And like I said in the promo, man, I think y'all's dedication and love for this game is unparalleled, and you guys will have a title. Might not have been today, but you guys will be back.
We'll be back.
Yeah, absolutely. You definitely will. I believe you'll be headed into the fall teams tournament, and we look forward to seeing you there. Good game today, guys.
See you all
right. Let's go over to our continued champions today. How you guys feeling? 10-0.
I'm mad at Cody for ruining our accuracy and making us pick the wrong question.
I'm upset that there was talk about love and testicles in that last one. Yeah, bollocks in English is about balls. Just to let you know, it's testicles. That's gross, Joe. This is a family freaking show. No, I'm glad I got to hear question 2. I was really curious. I needed to hear question 2. It was going to kill me if we didn't, and you didn't fucking know it. So now we know I know a spot of weakness that we can attack. 10-0. This is fun. This is getting boring. But yeah, you'll probably be back, Wookiee. Everybody says I'm going to shit on Koho. I'm not. I'm just going to shit on the rest of the league for a second. 2 players have entered this league and have been like been able to keep up with people, and that's TWOHIG joined this and didn't study fandom before, and David comes in and doesn't study any fandom films and busts his ass and watches them, and the rest of you guys don't watch shit and want to win the title. Yeah, it's not going to work unless you watch the films. So David, hats off to you. You do, and Joe came into this league also. I should have said Joe. Joe was a core geek player. 10-0. Yeah, I'm just bored. I'm really just bored. I want a team to show up. Like Scully and Koho were forced to form together, and Wookiee Mistake kicked the shit out of them. And Redshaw and Cameron, they couldn't make it. I don't know. I'm bored. Can somebody show up? Actually, how about the whole league get together, have a giant meeting backstage, talk about it. Hey, I'm shitty at this category. You're shitty at this category. I'm pretty good at this category. I'm good at this category. And we'll team up, fuck factions, and come play the Knights of Ren. Because I'm really tired. No, like, we're not stupid. That's stupidity. I'm not going to bet 2 every round. We're up 7 entering this round. We would have bet 2 in the first one. We would have been up 7 the entire way. It wouldn't have went to the last question. So get together, league. Say, hey, maybe if we watch these movies, we could maybe compete with Knights of Ren. And, like, I don't know. But this is fucking boring. I'm tired. How are you two feeling?
I'm having a good time. I'm
still having fun.
It's fun winning, but I'm bored as shit. Like, I want some competition.
I was very nervous after the random voice from an actor I've never heard of from Mask of the Phantasm. But other than that, I'm feeling pretty good. And I would like to say, I think we have the most wins in fandom teams history now at 10-0. I believe the previous record was 9-1. Yeah. So I'm pretty pleased about that. 10 game winning streak. This is great. I just want to get another knockout, and we can't do that when we're playing good people like Joe and David, because when we play them, they're good. They take us to the end. We can't get a knockout. I want a knockout again. So, like,
what's Necronomicon doing? No, here's my. Also, I have one thing. Can we do a triple threat teams match?
Oh my God! No.
Can we bring that shit back?
No.
Let's fucking do that. Let's have some four. Yeah, let's do it. Let's bring Maggie out of retirement. Let's bring Robert back. Let's do all this weird shit. Let's bring somebody in here to compete, because this league, you're clowns. How you feeling?
Ever the humble person that I am, I will point out that there is one team that has beaten us before, unofficially, and half of it is sitting in this very room. But Holtzman and Scully have beaten us before, so I'm just saying, if we want a real challenge, maybe like there's something they can say over there.
I think they're going to.
That's accurate. I forgot about that.
The nuclear option.
But
the nuclear option may need to be called.
That being said, I had fun today. I respect Joe and David very much. I respect people who put in hard work for this and don't just expect things to come to them. So they did great. They've got another tournament to play in. They haven't lost one yet. Wouldn't be shocked to see them again later on. As for today, I heard the name Galitzin, and I was like, Tom Cruise. I can hear Tom Cruise saying it. Tom Cruise and all fucking movies. So that was the issue.
Wrong character to say it to him.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Yeah. So, Scully, any last-minute thoughts here?
I think TWOHIG'S hatred for the first Mission Impossible film has finally caught up to him. It finally cost them in a match. So maybe stop hating on the first movie. It's great.
Watch it more.
This was a great match, incredibly competitive. But like I said, at some point, Knights of Ren gets that cushion they need, and they can just coast on the rest of the way through.
Yep. All right, that is going to do it for us here at Fandom Fights. Thank you so much for watching this Mayhem at the Multiplex video. I don't know where this is in the video or when it is, but you should definitely watch the other Mayhem at the Multiplex videos, because they will be just as exciting as this. So that's going to do it for us. Thank you so much.
We are so glad you came. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye now. Bye. Bye-bye. Remember, please discard all candy wrappers and popcorn containers in the nearest trash receptacle. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye. Okay. Are they all gone? Is everybody gone? Huh?